Later that night, I just couldn't sleep and went up to the rooftop, only to find Magnus behind me minutes later.
Sorry, I feel extra paranoid after what happened tonight.
You know something, Magnus? Jake is wrong about many things, but he's right about one. You've been lying about who you really are, and I know who you are.
Do you?
Yes, you're a vampire. Magnus looked at me for a few seconds, then started laughing. Don't mock me. I know you have superhuman strength. You crushed my metal doorknob, which I'm guessing you replaced before I woke up. I saw you lifting a boulder like it was a cat and running at supersonic speeds. You have a heightened sense of hearing. That's why you heard me talking in my sleep. And that ring you wear, it's an amethyst, and it protects you from the sun, right? Also, I noticed your face when you saw my blood. I don't think blood makes you sick. There's another term for it. It's called bloodlust. Magnus's face was as expressionless as a rock.
You're wrong.
Suddenly, I felt furious, and I stepped onto the ledge.
What do you think you're doing?
Vampires can fly too, right? According to all my research, they can. So I'm gonna jump off the roof, and if you're a vampire, you'll save me. And if you're not...
Are you insane? Get off the ledge!
Admit that you're a vampire!
I'm not a vampire.
Stop lying to me!
Just get off and we'll talk, okay? I promise.
I was about to climb down when suddenly my foot slipped and I fell off the roof. Ah! The scream had barely left my throat when I felt Magnus scoop me up in his arms and fly up to the sky. Oh my god, we're freaking flying!
Marion, are you out of your mind? What if I wasn't a vampire?
I wasn't actually gonna jump. That was an accident. But thank God you're a vampire. And I can't believe I'm flying. Woohoo! We flew over the city lights and ended up on top of a tall building, looking down at the amazing view. Are you gonna tell me the truth now? Why would a vampire need a job as a bodyguard? Aren't you guys supposed to be loaded? What are you actually doing here? And who tried kidnapping me tonight? If someone could send you flying like that, it wasn't human.
You're pretty smart, aren't you? I didn't think so after reading that novel of yours.
Aha! So you hated it. Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Since you've done your research, I'm sure you know that vampires are almost extinct by now. Humans over the centuries have tried everything to eliminate us, but the most successful campaign against us has been to poison every water body in this earth with silver. It does nothing to humans, but once it's in the bloodstream of vampires, it slowly kills them like cancer. There are only a few hundred of us left now, and we'll all die.
How long have you been alive?
About 3 centuries.
Whoa, and now, how much time do you have left?
Maybe another 50, 60 years. To be honest, I'm okay with that. People wish they could live forever, but when you live that long, you witness a lot of terrible things, and I've seen enough. However, most vampires don't share my view, and some of them are very sick, so they'll die soon. That's kind of where you come in.
Me? What do I have to do with this?
Do you have any idea why your hair turned white and your eyes changed color?
No, I just know I was 5 and I was vacationing in the Swiss Alps.
Apparently, when you were there, you ate a very rare magical flower, the kind that blooms once in centuries.
Oh, I did like eating flowers as a kid.
That flower caused your eyes and hair to change, and it gave you another power. It makes your blood pure from silver, and that makes it a cure for the disease killing vampires.
How do you know all this?
Many years ago, a vampire with very strong powers said she'd seen a girl in a dream whose blood was made pure by that flower. She described her with the unique features that you have, so you can imagine that vampires have been looking for such a girl for a while. And then a few weeks ago, I saw you on the news with your father. I wanted to get closer to find out if you're the one, so I'd been keeping an eye on you. The creature you met when you ran from home, that was me.
I knew it wasn't human. So, should I be afraid of you? Are you after my blood?
No, I told you I don't want a longer life. But I did fake my references and signed up to be your bodyguard to get closer to you, find out if you really are the one, and then protect you from the other vampires who will inevitably find you. I think one of them just did.
And you're sure it's me?
I wasn't, till I smelt your blood tonight. It definitely is you.
Okay. This is a lot to process. You know, I can donate a little blood if it'll save you guys.
A little won't do. They'll take enough to kill you.
His words sent sent a shiver down my spine. So, what do I do now? I'll never be safe. I'll be hunted all my life.
The only thing I can think of right now is to get you to a safe place. And then I have to somehow convince the other vampires that you're not the one.
Why are you protecting me? Why do you even care?
Because you don't deserve to die so we can live longer. Also, I've developed something like affection for you. Let's say I've grown fond of you.
300 years on this planet and you haven't learned better words to tell a girl you like her?
How about I tell you another way instead?
And then Magnus pulled me in for a long kiss. We didn't want to send my parents into panic mode, so I acted like I was really shaken up by the recent kidnapping attempt and needed to get away from the city for a while. Magnus said he could take me to a safe house, and my parents agreed. I'm surprised my paranoid parents trust you so much.
I may have used my hypnotic convincing powers on them.
I am both fascinated and terrified